Here's another stump with the same stuff. It's got to be from the tree itself. And that's a different flavor. The beavers cut this too. If you saw the other video, and this is coming out of the stump. I've never seen this, but I also haven't seen a whole lot of trees felled by beavers either, so that might be a common thing. And it's sprinkling. There's chipmunk holes all over the place on the ground. Sounds of water running is very healing, and being by water is very healing, and there's a physical principle of why, and it has to do with ions and different things in our body that get, and I don't know if I'm going to use the word right, but they get mispolarized, like, or the energy is running backwards, or it needs to be our bodies need to be reset. And there's a principle, something called earthing, where people go out and they go barefoot on the ground, or they'll make sure that their body's having contact with the earth. And there really is something to that. It's not a hooey thing. It's not some new age goofy thing. I'm one of those people who I need to be connected with the earth. I need to be connected with trees. I need to be connected with water. I need to be connected with the earth. I need to be connected with the sun. I need to be connected with the air. And most humans respond to being in nature like this, with relaxation. That's how the body, ooh, look at that coming out from, that's coming out from the other side. So that means there's water running up all through there from the dam. Which means it's going to be going, something's making it through to there, unless it's just coming down from the hill. It's probably coming down from the hill over there. But isn't that things like that? Just being able to see new things in nature. So, if I can encourage you, if you're watching this and you have stress, find somewhere to go where you can be still and be quiet, and don't take your phone, and just find a place where you can go and breathe and listen to the sounds of nature. Well, I guess it's a little wet there. They have really dammed this up. This is a mound of something. Look at that huge tree felled up there. I'm only really making these videos because I want to feel connected with people, and I know there's hardly anybody watching any of my stuff. But if you do happen to be here, come here. Hello. I think that's the most amazing things when trees do that, and this one has done that. Been that way for a long time. It's thicker than it looks in the video. Oh, and look at that big one back there. That is a huge tree, but you cannot tell it from the video. Very big and very old. A lot of these stands are probably, some of these trees could be between 60 and 100, if not more, years old. Those 3 trees right in a row, that one's cut in half. Top half fell off. They're probably easily 100 years old. So, not all of it's old growth up here. So there's only been one vehicle on this road, and I've been here probably 45 minutes. There's only been one vehicle on this road. And we have another beaver cut. This one's old. And this stump will live for a very long time because the trees underneath it will feed it. The trees underneath will feed this, feed this stump. Look at that. That's just amazing. I'm not paying attention to the phone, sorry. See all these chipmunk holes? Look. There's one there. And there's one there. There's one there. And they're probably wondering, what in the world is happening? There's somebody in our forest. Nobody ever walks in here. Just the beavers. They literally just run around the woods and they'll pop up and then disappear. Oh, there was one. There was one. I'm gonna stand here and see if it'll come out. And one day I hope that my kids will have access to these videos and know what their mother was doing when she had to leave for a while to fix something that was wrong. That might not have been a chipmunk, that might have been the leaf over there that's moving slightly. But I hope that they'll get to maybe one day see these and appreciate what was really happening on this trip. So if you have an opportunity, go be in nature somewhere. And if you have a way that you can be in nature and be around people, that would be even better. Look at that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful acorn. Look at that. That is a perfect acorn. It doesn't have the seed in it anymore, but look at that cover. Come on, you can't. This is not random. When you have instructions that lay down material in order like that on top of that seed to cap it, to make it so that when this hits the ground and that hopefully goes into the ground and holds on, that doesn't happen by natural processes. It's directed by intelligence. Our earth has programs. It really has programs. Every tree seed has a program in it. If you have the right things, the program in that seed is going to run. It's running in a biological universe and not a digital one. But either way, it's still a program. Breathe. Take it in. Breathe. And I have been known to take dips in bodies of water where I find them. So this looks like a wonderful place, except that the water is probably way too cold. I have gotten in very cold water for my own personal mikvahs, baptisms, when I have gone through stuff and he takes me through a process and he'll say, okay, it's time to get mikvahed, wash away the old. Don't get religious about that, okay? If you haven't been mikvahed at different stages in your life because you just went through a major transition, try it. It's amazing. If you ever saw Pride and Prejudice when he jumps in the water because he had to get her out of his mind. He had to. And he went and he said, you know what? I'm going to mikvah. I mean, he wasn't thinking that, but that's basically was the principle in his mind. In Pride and Prejudice and Mr. Darcy. And he went and he jumped in the pond and he swam, and when he got out, he was like, yep, I can do this, I can move on, I'm gonna have to let her go. And then he runs into her right after the mikvah, so that was kind of funny. Let her go, and then he was giving her back. She was given to him. Sometimes we have to let things go. We have to let people go sometimes even. Things get out of whack and they just don't work, and you can't be miserable, and you can't make someone else miserable. We have to be sources of light and comfort in someone's life. And for me personally, I have gotten to a place where I'm not able to not be a source of tension in a particular area of my life. And because of that, I have had to make a very serious decision, but it was heaven-led. There's no doubt in my mind that it was heaven-led. But Abba said, you must do this, and then he gave me the strength to do it, and then I needed an extra push to know I was doing the right thing, and he gave me that also. And sometimes you go through stuff and then you just want to come sit by the beaver pond for a while. I might come here one night and listen to them because they'd be chattering like crazy out here. And there's going to be a full moon in a day or two, a couple days. Very significant time coming up spiritually. And we've had sunspots go off, so we have geomagnetic conditions being built. It looks like that tree right there, that big leaning tree, which has 2 arms on it, has been tagged to come down, and that's why it's got that ribbon on it. Okay, this is Mountain Road in New Hampshire, on the slope, on the side of Temple Mountain. Shalom.